booties for black girl nerds.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How about you?
Very good. You look very beautiful as usual.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I enjoyed you in this role so much in that it was so unique and so different from what we're accustomed to seeing you in. And the
Hmm.
qualities that I love about you made you so much more menacing when using them in this type of role, from your voice and your cadence and the way you speak. It was quite a bit frightening seeing it
Oh,
from
good.
from seeing it in this tone compared to what we're accustomed to. What was
Okay.
most what was most appealing about this role for you, and just tackling a whole different genre altogether?
Well, for me, the thing that I loved about it is that it was different, like you mentioned, from what I'm usually cast in. And so lately, I've been trying to do things that are unusual, and that's what's been coming to me. So you have to make a decision whether you're going to jump in or not. And so lately, I've just been jumping in and seeing how it comes out at the end. We were in Cape Town, South Africa, for 6 weeks doing this film, and that was an adventure in itself. And it was a little scary, uh, being that far away from home, and the circumstances of everything. So it was exciting. It was very exciting, and I'm so glad I got a chance to do it.
It's marvelous to see these opportunities for you to expand, because you're so talented, and
Thank
I
you.
think your range is far greater than what people expect. And when they see this, they'll see an example of the
Yay!
broadness of your range of I mean, you were really marvelous. It was
Thank you. Well, it was a lot.
fascinating.
The writer Kurt Wimmer, there were so many huge monologues, and she had so much to say. And I think the movie really gives you a lot of information that people don't know about the fact that there are Black people in the Appalachians that are doing what they call root work, which is a form of hoodoo, which is totally different from voodoo. It's called an American magic, and because the people are so poor, they don't have doctors. There are a lot of things that are not available to them. They use these root workers as practitioners. So Eloise, the character I played, really felt like she was doing a great service for her community. She went to church every Sunday. If someone couldn't speak or they had problems, they would use the Boogities, which was a new thing for me. I knew nothing about that, and I learned all of that information from doing this movie. So I think it's a good thing. And that what is scary is that this exists in real life for many people. I think that's what's scary.
Yeah, you touch upon a great point. It was very educational for me in that I am Creole. My parents are from Louisiana. I know a lot about voodoo. I knew nothing of this, and that there were people further north, who engaged in these types of practices. And
Mhm.
in that, it was fascinating, because you would never know. Whenever you see a depiction in a film, it's Haiti or New Orleans or African
Exactly.
customs. So this completely opened my eyes to a different segment of society. I can't lie. I might keep Amari locked up in my attic too. I
I
mean,
know what you mean.
I can't even judge Eloise, and I have a late cousin named Eloise from Louisiana. So there were a lot of parallels for me
Oh my
with
God.
this, with Omari locked up in the attic. Wow. Um, when I spoke to him last week, he told me you guys have some very intense exchanges with each other, a good bulk of screen time with each other. And he said he had to really stay in the moment and think about, and really kind of put to the side what he knew about you as a person, what he knew about you as an actress, and remember that the roles that you are in are not what we're used to seeing. And sometimes he would, have to jar him back into reality. Like, this is not a loving, nurturing scene. This is not a sweet mother who's here to care for her son. I We discussed a little bit about him leaning into fear, but for you, you're leaning into intimidation. What was it like to portray that type of an emotion on screen?
Oh my God. I worry now even about, oh God, everybody's going to be afraid of me now, opposed to everybody go, oh, I know you already and I love you, because the characters you play, people sometimes really believe that that is you. But everybody is a mixture of all these things, I think, when it comes to people going after what they want to accomplish with their lives. And I think this character is no different from any other character I've ever played, in that she has a goal and she sees a means to the end of that goal, and that's what she goes for. It goes a little further than you would normally want anything to do because of the way everything ends. But I never had to lean into anything exclusively to do her. It just felt in a lot of ways really natural to go after whatever I needed, because I don't want to give any plots away, but John Beasley, who plays my husband in the show, he needed some things that this young man had, and I wanted him to have them. I guess that's a good way to say it.
Yes.
Also, because I was angry with Marquis Woods, which is the character that Omari played, because I felt that he thought he was better than all of us when he came from us. And I think that happens with people a lot. They go, you're from this neighborhood, or when I was growing up, if you thought you were cute, that was the end of it. Oh, look at her, she thinks she's cute. Well, that was what he was. He had gone to the big city and done well, and only came back to visit when his father died. What's wrong with you? So it was that kind of attitude I think she had about him. And in the end, she taught him some valuable lessons that I think showed him full front who and what he was,
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.